Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age Bars 3 replay. Spawn north side as the green, was it Ethiopians or no,
Me kake so
the other one, the Hausa. We have EwoEwo. Spawn on south side as the Knights of Malta. We have Raincloud. We have a granary going up, trying to collect the food a little bit better. Currently, these guys are currently not collecting. Been an oversight there. He's too busy microwaving killing the guardians off. And so we'll improve the nearby collection rate of these units, these huntables, as well as draw them in so don't go too far away. Red is eyeing for an early trading post here. Interesting. Let's take a look at the trading cards. First with red. Hasn't selected deck yet, so we will see. So this is not with the advanced trade. But his opponent has not selected deck either. So let's just go and fast forward a little bit until they start selecting decks. Of course, this will allow red to get some early XP. And he does have shipment in there, so let's go ahead and take a look and see what he's going for. Dark Age is a little bit minimal. We've got settlers being queued on up. Does get access to the German tongue. Ships a commandery wagon and a number of settler wagons. 2 settler wagons. And yep, that's basically it. We do also have the advanced modern commanderies. Commanders gain additional garrison space and may deploy units more often. Explorer does kill off that exotic doggo. And see if his opponent has access to any cards as well. Yep, does have access to villagers in the Hausa kingdom. And so collecting up the rest of these cards, let's take a look at the rest of their cards. Of course, we do have access to Crossing Festival. Crossing Festival. We do also have access to some resource crates, some archers, raiders, House of Anima, some other things. Red maybe will steal this one there. It does spot the region. Moving nice and close. Does hit the kill there, and blue will pick it up first. And blue will need it back on off. Blue can now advance next age. See over here, villagers and grotties. Traveling raiders, more military units. Cavalry tactics, archer combat. As well as access to higher cannoneers. And later on, looks like more stuff. More military units. But they don't have any unique benefits there. And gather the livestock. Only got the one trade post right now for red. And he's claiming up this resource there. Blue's hero explorer does fall back. And for the Malta, let's see. He's advanced next stage as well. Can get access to the Wagner constructions, gather work rate near range buildings, as well as a bit of health and hit points. Does have the advanced foundry, the hospitality, the gunpowder depot, spice trade, a lot of more economic stuff rather than any military units. So looks like the Maltese is eyeing for economic, while his opponent's going for aggression. 6 guns can be pulled on the field, get some good, powerful defense, or if you put them right, offense. Yep, we got economic versus aggression. So there's a little bit of contrast with each player's eye. We do not have the treasure there being cleaned on up. I wonder if that was just the basic one that is unguarded. You can see the plus 50 XP there. This explorer should be able to deal with it.
See?
Now both players in the commerce stage got the commandery now being put on field, or the command post. I love how the Maltese are just basically like, yeah, we just got all these unused campaign items. Let's just throw them all into a faction. that references the first campaign. Honestly, not a bad idea. Get a lot of fun campaign stuff, such as the hospital, which is also deploying out a pikeman, and designed for some settler wagons here for the commandery, which will of course improve some economic rate, which also fits the theme of economic. We got a trade post over here. So Red's eye for aggression on this trade post will allow him to get playing this one's opponent. He could go eye for these trade posts as well. Exotic doggos engaging the explorer. Got university here, which it being near trade posts will give them access to more influence. We have some raiders there. The raider party has been deployed on out. They do bonus damage versus villagers, less damage versus heavy infantry, so spearmen, pikemen are a good counter. They do also have bonus damage versus guardians, but these guys push way forward. We got a handful of pikemen here. He's aware of what his opponent can deploy out. Does get the settler wagon and the villager inside the command post. Now he's going for the deploy all garrison units at this location.
Aufgabe.
More settler wagons being deployed on out. Now it's going to be eyeing the raid down the trading post. Very nice. It's a little bit vulnerable, though the pikemen are a good counter to them, being anti-cavalry. I don't really need to cover their bonuses. They are just a staple in any Age of Empires game. Guys with pointy sticks are good against guys on equestrian units. Equestrian mounts. This trader, are you seriously just walking all by yourself? You're usually just reading a book while you're walking. Oh, I suppose that's one way to trade. At least he's getting his good read in. Also, reading and walking like that, it's not exactly easy. He's making good pace. Raiders are pushing forward. Settler wagons could get hit here. Another trade shipments available. Gains some good damage down the villagers. Remember, these raider cavalry do bonus damage versus villagers. And does get inside the last moment. Sentinels are getting some good damage here. May construct outposts stronger near buildings. They are designed to be a defensive unit. And that also fits in quite well with his opponent's defensive playstyle, or economic playstyle, I should say. They can also pull out outposts themselves, which can be very handy to help whittle down these raiders and move them around. He may have to get some more pikemen. He sees all the raiders he's fighting against. Because he already claimed most of these huntables in this region. Let's see, we do have a bit of livestock at the livestock market. Very nice. And the Maltese Explorer does go down. There's also a depot here. Go to brand with gunpowder, boost attack of nearby gunpowder units, artillery, and buildings, and it will explode. The health is 120. Compared to some trading posts, it's less than half. So let it get caught on fire. We got more of the sentinels being deployed on the field. Alright, advance on forward. Sentinels do combo well with the depot. They get increased fighting capabilities near buildings, and the depot is a building, which also improves gunpowder. Explosion, 14 radius. Oh boy. Yeah, don't stand close to it. Oh, we do got a good volley here. We do have some of these Anacondes. I'm probably butchering that name, as was Vanoli archers. Vanoli archers don't really have high damage. They're meant to be a cheap defensive unit, or cheap unit in general. They do have a lot of bonus damage. They do bonus versus heavy infantry, which I believe those symbols are classified as. Bonus versus range, shock, and light cavalry. While these Akanobi, I don't know how I'm butchering these names really badly. Oh, we got the bison shipment there, very nice. Which they do bonus versus shock and cavalry, and they do have That's at least in melee. They do have a decent range and AoE range as well, so very nice. Try and torch down this place now. Pikemen annihilated those raiders. They have one job and did it well. More sentinels being pulled on the field. You have these sentinels push way forward, receiving a bit of damage. He does also have some bags of influence right there. Got these sentinels face forward, trying to engage these falcon nuts in melee, which they are successful at. Takes up both those falcon nuts. Nice little pick there. The Hausa have advanced to the Fortress Age, while the Maltese are still in commerce. And he is very commerce. Okay, that's a bad joke. He is nowhere near advancing up the next age. Over here, got these forces, pikemen advancing on forward. Maltese right now eyeing for emirs. And is eyeing for shipments of influence from somewhere. That's probably the university. Yeah, all universities generate influence. That's what it is. Also going for a shipment of funoi, so also get a castle with that. Another command post being pulled on outfield, which will help keep this area nice and secure. Sentinels still moving around. We got a wave of javelin riders being pulled on the field. Javelin riders, their damage is also quite low, but they do have large multipliers. Good for the heavy cavalry, and shock, and artillery. But nothing against the heavy infantry, heavy range. So I suppose the falconets are pretty good at that. The falconets could start sieging down the out depot there. There's multiple depots that pull the field. Now archers are pushing away, trying to torch it down. Does find the settler wagon there. Gets some damage to the settler wagon. Sentinels on phase 4. There is a castle here, which will able to whittle down these forces, gain some good damage. Castle right now just does 30 damage, nothing too significant. Does explode. Now the command post is being sieged down. The command posts do have a range attack. 30 damage, nothing too significant. And it looks like the sentinels have broken through, but still receiving some fire. We passively gun down some of these cattle. Oh, and there goes the depot there. Does damage the emir a little bit. Sentinels do have now the bonuses here. They can get some good damage on in. And now do have a shipment of javelin riders pushing forward. As mentioned beforehand, they don't do any bonus damage for these sentinels. They do have 20 hand damage. One command post has gone down. And most of the Maltese is getting forced on back, but got command posts everywhere. Another command post has gone down. And now it's starting to take down the trading post as well. With that trading post, he could build out his own one, then perhaps get to upgrade the stagecoach. After all, a guy walking around reading a book is a lot less effective than an entire stagecoach. We've got a couple falconets now pulled out here to support this force. Alright, advancing forward, we'll still receive some more damage from this castle. Try and siege it down. Should be able to defend itself, but there's a lot of symbols here, so maybe not. Flanking it with especially the 4 falconets. Falconets will be very effective versus force. You'll get some good damage there onto the castle there. The archers do bonus damage versus heavy melee or heavy infantry, so they're a good item to counter against the crossbows or the sentinels, but is still relatively low quality. Crossbows do go down there. Sentinels falling back. Let's take out the Emir there. The Emir will respawn relatively soon. Sentinels do fall back to the command post there. And those go ahead and mount up inside the command post. Which, of course, he can always just use it to teleport away. He's using the escape path. Does find another depot there. Gonna be cleaning it up. Okay, there's a command post over here. What do I hear? Something was tuning his horn. Oh, whatever that stun ability is, what I'm hearing. Got some gear off now point of view. And the Maltese still not advanced in next age. Though he's doing quite well not advanced in next age. And I was going for some more of the arsenal research as well as the trip to Jerusalem. Adds in a large amount of resources straight in the inventory, not on the ground. Get a little the depot wagon. All connects to data 4 against some damage there. We do got a good number here. The depot wagon will fight these sentinels a break. More defensive capability. These Falcon has supposed a massive problem. He's unable to have anything that could really engage them. So we've got these sentinels now raging around, taking out a good number of these forces there. Got some archers here. He may not go to the militia. He's spending one of his defense. Right now, it's a bit of a base trade situation. More sentinels pushing forward, gunning down these archers. Right now, the Maltese right now has 47 villagers. And right now, the Hausa only has 29 villagers. He may have lost a good number of villagers already. But we've got the Falconets now engaging. Sentinels are falling back. We'll be able to get a nice flank here. And some great damage from those forces there. Still something tuning the horns. I have no idea what it is. Another villager does go down. The Maltese town there has been destroyed. Scrunny has none. The Maltese hero can pull out some more, I think. Some explorers can't, and I can't remember what the Maltese can or can't do. Oh yeah, that's the Gyrots tooting their horns. That's not a gun, that's a giant horn they're tooting. He does get completely surrounded, his forces get annihilated. And he has a lot less villagers than his opponent. The Maltese does have, or the Hausa does have a bit of a nice defense force here of elite javelin riders. Right now, the population for the Maltese is nearly 130. His opponent has about half that. The Emir will go down. And remember as well, the cards for the Maltese were economic. And his opponent has gone for military, so the larger population or the larger villager count for the Maltese will result in a much larger economy. Got the Order Hussars being put on the field, but they're getting hit significantly. They didn't do all too much. But the Hausa is down to 24 villagers. He's not building any more villagers at the moment, so that may be an oversight there. Javelin Riders receiving some hits there from the Sentinels. Sentinels do both him versus cavalry, so these Javelin Riders are not a good counter to them. I also got a spy there to help assassinate the heroes. Depot wagon advancing forward. Order Hazars, I want to see a bit of fire there. They do fall back now. We do have another shipment available for the Hasua. Castle getting a lot of free damage there. Another Falconet on the build queue. Falconet finds a good volley there.
Ready, yes.
The Fonoi archers are definitely what he needs to put on the field. They're kind of elite as well. More Falconets never hurt. And the more shipments that the Maltese get, the stronger these Sentinels get as well. So we got Feudal Age for the Maltese. And Blue's making a great attack here. Has some Falconets in this region. Does take out there's still a command post here, so he can perhaps respawn over here as well. Maltese villagers now migrating away from this region. Alright, torch on this housing. That's fine for the Hasua. Falconets do go down to a nice little flank there by the Hazars. So this force here maybe gonna find a way to get back home. We got another Sentinels, find another way into his opponent's base. Does gun down another villager. He's still not producing any villagers. This has to be an oversight, right? He's simply not doing villagers. I think that's a big problem right now. He's just not doing villagers. Sentinels do get forced back. His opponent, in the meantime, is just constantly doing villagers. Go for some culverins as well. Very nice. Getting a bit of damage from this house as well. And still no villager queues going on up. What is he thinking? 20 out of 99, so it's not, I'm missing something. Depot being employed on out. This army does manage to fall back. It will be able to regroup. And this village is currently idle inside the town center. Oh wait, that depot does ×9 versus buildings. Oh. Now that's a petard. Got some culverins here, very good. But you can get caught. Oh, he has reached the Fortress Age. Didn't see that. These Sentinels are now veteran Sentinels as well. And yep, and now Sentinels are closing in from multiple sides. So what could have the Hasua done better? I see his biggest issue was simply not deploying out villagers. So this may be a lower rank game. No offense to any of these players, but he's not. Blue has not deployed out any large number of villagers. The Culverins, however, do go down, but still got the red infantry roaming around. These villagers could just, Sentinels could start torching everything. Sentinels moving over here. Does take out the Emir. These guys not exactly poorly are moving all around all too well. Got another depot wagon. Does get destroyed there. I wonder if that explodes for high damage as well. Not sure. We got some militiamen advancing forward, and looks like I think blue does back out of the game. Because losing this force here, got completely surrounded, and he is nobody's going to win the game. This is Annie Great saying, thank you for watching, and on to next replay.